When schools come to mind, we always think that the bloodline are the children and the teachers. We almost forget that the success of one's journey in school is in a triad: the child, the teacher, and the parent. A study by Durisic and Bunijevac in 2017, parents and teachers who collaborate well have a great impact on the progress of children in school. It has proven that they are mutual partners who should be equally involved in children's success, particularly in the educational system. They also mention that consistent communication is the key. Parents are children's teachers, and teachers are children's second parents. Collaboration between these two parties matter to the child. However, building a good relationship and communication between parents and teachers can be challenging. According to Carol Lasseter's journal in 2016, despite both wanting the best for the child, parents and teachers may have conflicts, impacts, and barriers that sometimes result to anger. So, how do we deal with conflicts between parents and teachers? What challenges do we face, and what strategies can we do? This presentation will specifically discuss challenges and strategies in communicating with angry parents. Challenge number one: not meeting the demands of parents. In Kelly Nelson Daly's article in teachhub.com, parents have certain expectations and can result to anger when these are misunderstood or not met by the teachers. Some parents have specific requests, certain routines that they want to be strictly followed but are not dealt by the teachers the way the parents want. To aggravate the anger, teachers are too passive sometimes in dealing with parents' expectations and demands. This can also result to little to no reflection from the teachers and even lack of documentation to back up their answers about not meeting the parents' needs.
Strategy number one: there are ways or strategies on how to handle angry parents, but the best way is to be an active listener. AXA 2023. You may talk over the phone, exchanging conversation in emails, and yet meeting face to face and discussion over conflicts is the proper way to handle. According to Susan, some issues can be solved over the phone. It could be minor or significant. You may discuss and make solutions over the phone, but again, sometimes it's hard to communicate over the phone, for some parents are screaming and yelling and they tend to be angrier if they talk just over the phone. Exchanging conversation through emails is one more strategy. In this case, everything is recorded and documented. It would help you to recall the conversation, and you could use this as a proof if the issue is escalated. And lastly, a face to face discussion or a meeting is the best strategy for handling an angry parent. Be an active listener. Let the parent talk and say their issues or concern, and let them suggest some solutions they think will work. Face to face discussions tend to calm the parents down. They will get understood clearly and heard. Laying the issues and solutions in front of both parents and educator make it easier to solve and makes both sides heard.
Challenge number two: cultural differences. According to Amanda Morin from the article, How to Break Down Communication Barriers Between Teachers and Families in 2023. It can be challenging for families of English language learners or immigrant students to interact with their child's teachers and school. A language barrier may deter some parents and caregivers from engaging with the school. Therefore, this challenge happens through body language, gestures, mindset, manners, and norms, which can really cause misunderstanding between the parents and educator. Example based on experiences, especially to those who are newcomers here in Canada. Some people are not used to being called hey, which we feel offended. Strategy number two. According to Van Gogh Education from the article How to Communicate with Difficult Parents in Childcare in 2020. First, listen and avoid the defensive approach. As a teacher, We do not interrupt them until they've said their piece and try to understand where they are coming from. No matter the circumstances, there's one thing you both have in common: caring for the child. With this common ground, you may be able to continue a challenging conversation more productively. Second is focus on the issue at hand. No matter how gently you are, be prepared for parents to feel some anger. Try to maintain empathetic and remind them that you share with them a common concern for their child. Express your care for their child.
Challenge number three: poor communication between parents and schools is a recipe of conflict. Morwood 2019. A lack of information, a lack of input, and a lack of certainty on the part of both parents and teachers is a surefire way to create friction. Morwood 2019. According to Thomson 2019, a child's educational journey begins the moment he or she is born. Learning is constantly occurring in everyday life events, but as soon as a child steps foot into a classroom, this journey really takes off in a formal way. In order for this journey to be as successful as possible, communication between teachers and parents is crucial, particularly regarding a child's social, emotional, and cognitive development. This communication should be ongoing with constant feedback on both ends and should follow each child's own unique experiences and growth. Research shows that effective parent communication can positively impact student achievement. This means having a solid communication strategy in place is very crucial. This is according to Moran 2023. The two most important tools for a child's academic success are communication and collaboration with the teacher and parents. Of course, it's normal to become frustrated from time to time, but allowing the anger to consume you does nothing to remedy the situation. In addition, according to Phillips 2012, teachers and parents have the same goal in mind: to encourage positive growth in the child. And anger frustrates this plan by hurting everyone involved, and it would not help resolve any issues or problems involving the child. Therefore, instead of resorting to anger, combine the knowledge that you share with your child with the teacher's knowledge and work together to give the child what they need to succeed.
Strategy number 3. A. Keep parents informed. According to Jill Fardy, tell the parents you're going to resolve the issue. Be specific as soon as it is possible. Fix the problem. B. Provide honest communication. From edutribe.com.au, effective communication is key to positive partnership with parents. It builds understanding and trust. When you work in partnership with parents, you'll be better able to work together to support children's well-being and development. That's why in every interaction with parents, one of your goals is to strengthen your partnership with them. C. Listen to the parents attentively. According to Jill Fardy, allow them the opportunity to vent without interruption. If you jump in during their explanation, it will simply make them angrier. Sometimes, just getting it off their chest will calm them. After they've vented, take the opportunity to let them know that you agree that there is an issue to resolve. You are not agreeing that they are right. You're simply agreeing that there is an issue to resolve.
In conclusion, we have learned to communicate often to build relationship and trust. We should be consistent in communicating. It is good to report the progress and even times when experiences are not favorable with the children. Consistent communication will help parents trust and have a good relationship with the teachers. This will also make them feel how genuinely teachers are involved in caring and educating the children.
Follow up parents. Let the parent know as soon as you have addressed the issue. There is no reason to apologize again and rehash the problem. It's over, move on. Thank the parent for coming to you and ask them to contact you if they have any other concerns. This is very important step in handling angry parents.
Third is respect their decisions. Respect means that you accept somebody for who they are, even when they're different from you or you don't agree with them. Respect builds feelings of trust, safety, and well being. Respect doesn't have to come naturally, it is something you learn.
According to William Arthur Ward, we should always listen more than we speak. It is important to not only listen but also to understand. This is making the people important.
Think before you speak. We should always think what we say without being mean or rude to others, even if it's positive or negative. Before opening our mouth, we need to make sure that we don't hurt them. This is respecting others too. This is according to the quotes from Fran Lebowitz.